Hello and good morning if you're in the UK. Good afternoon if you're here in Dubai with me, or if you are in Australia. I hope you have had an amazing Saturday. I'm just going to give it a minute so that people know that I am here and we have kicked off this amazing webinar, which has taken weeks. It's taken weeks for us to be able to get to this spot, hasn't it? You know, I had this planned about 3 weeks ago, and unfortunately, the mailing list got tampered with and all of these different things happened. Still, the show must go on, even if we're a lot later than we anticipated. So like I say, we're about 3 weeks behind schedule with this, but that's okay. Do you know what, ladies and gents? Good morning. As you are jumping on, please know that I absolutely love interaction. So give me some likes, give me some loves as we go along. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you are in the world. Ask lots of questions, and yeah, just please interact with me. That's how this is going to work. Now, I am supposed to be on my laptop right now sharing a presentation with you, but like I say, these things go wrong from time to time. I am here in the most beautiful setting in Dubai. I'm looking over Dubai Marina as I speak. It's about 36 degrees out there right now. I'm blessed to be in here with you guys. And unfortunately in Dubai, the technology is locked down so heavily that I can't physically use the webinar functionality and actually share the documents with you. But I didn't want to delay it any further. So what I decided to do today was to jump on and do it as a normal Facebook Live. I could have put it off for another week. I could have put it off for another day, but hey, that's not going to serve any of us. Hit the like and love button for me if you know that you need more self-love, or maybe you know somebody else that needs more self-love. Maybe you've woken up one morning and you've just decided that you just need to go back to bed. You know, anybody have that feeling? Anybody ever had their alarm go off and you question, how on earth have I been asleep for a whole night? I remember those days really well, and I need you guys to be so honest with yourself this morning for us to be able to step through this journey together. So when was the last time you felt like you needed a nap? Anybody had an afternoon nap recently? Anybody really felt like they've just needed a little snooze? Guys, I want to share this with you. If any of that stuff is happening in your life right now, you wake up in the morning and you're exhausted, your alarm goes off and you question if you've been asleep all night. Maybe, you know, like I was just saying, you felt like you need an afternoon nap. If any of that is you, please know this is not normal. Please know this is your body saying to you, hey, please, listen to me. I need you to be listening to me. So before we go any further, before I go like really deep into the way that I work, has everybody downloaded the checklist? Please hit the like or love button if you've downloaded the checklist. Please, I've got my checklist. My checklist is here. You can't really see it properly. This is what the checklist looks like. Please have your checklist with you. I don't care if it's on your phone, on your tablet, in your memory. I don't mind, as long as we have got the questionnaire with us, okay? Anybody that has signed up, oh my goodness, had a nap every day of my week off work. Mind you, on a holiday, why not, darling? Why not? I love that. However, if it's every single day when you go back to work, then we've got some worries on our hand for you, my lovely. Right, have you answered all of the questions, and have you answered them honestly? I've done about 300 iridology sessions in the last 5 months. I've been doing iridology, which is the study of looking in the eye to see where somebody's health's at. You can actually give someone an amazing MOT by looking in their eye with a special camera, and I would say 99.9% of the people, when I asked them similar questions to this, said to me, oh, well, I don't do enough of that. Oh, well, I don't do enough of that. Oh, well, yeah, maybe I should be doing more of that. Guys, this is why we need to keep on top of this stuff. All of us fall into habits, and it is habits where society says we need to go here or we need to go there. Arifa, babe, I'll send it to you afterwards if you haven't received it. I'm not too sure why. When you first sign up for the webinar, it should have gone flying over to your inbox. Don't worry though, I can send it over to you, not a problem at all. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just email the whole list again with the attachment so that you guys have got it if anybody else joins and they haven't. No worries at all. So, are we ready to start? on this whirlwind with me, Lucy. I hope that we are ready, guys. Okay, so I'm going to put that down because otherwise I'll be waving it around a lot. For anybody that has been following me a little while, you will know me. I am Lucy Love. Now, I have just hit 40. I hit 40 on the 2nd of February. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. What you see is what you get with me. I am a global businesswoman. I used to work on the trading floor for 15 years. Now, I have a BSc in human nutrition. I'm a qualified health coach. I'm an iridologist and sclerologist practitioner. I'm an energy healer. Now, that's a little bit about me, and I'm going to be carrying on a little bit about me, but whilst I'm doing this, please can you just message on here who you are, why you are here today, because then I can come back. Like I say, it's a bit difficult because I can't actually manage the comments as we're on, but I can come back and connect with you and understand who you are. So why are you here today? What is it that you want to get out of this today? Is it you were just interested and you, Elaine, also for you, darling, I'll send it out straight after, don't worry, I will get it to you, no problem at all. So why are you here today? What is it that you saw in 7 Steps to Loving Yourself More that you thought, oh my goodness, I need this in my life? Because I know when somebody mentioned self-love to me many years ago, I was like, not a chance. Pfft, that's selfish. Nah, don't like that. Not going to play that game. That's selfish. That's this, that's that. And I had a limiting belief set around it. So I want to talk to you about my journey for a little while. If you guys give me permission, I really want to just speak about my journey for a little bit, because my journey has been really, really powerful. And I love to share it with people to not only remind me where I was, to continue me being humble on this journey, but also I know when I share this journey that people hear it and they take nuggets and they say, oh my goodness, that's me. Oh my goodness, that's me. Oh my goodness, that's me too. And that is why I stand here in front of you and I share this so openly, because I'm going to be real with you guys. My life hasn't always looked like this. I haven't always been in Dubai living the life of my dreams. Quite the opposite. So for 13 years, I worked in investment banking. Please do not judge me, ladies and gents, please do not judge me. I worked for a series of investment banks. My career started with JP Morgan, actually it was Chase Manhattan Bank at the time. Chase Manhattan Bank then got bought out by JP Morgan and I stayed with them. I stayed with this bank for 9 years. Now during this 9 years, I gave my soul, I gave my life, I gave my energy, I gave my holidays, I gave my fiance, I gave up everything for my career because my career was so important to me. My career, I was the girl that was going to strive to get to the top. I was going to be a managing director. I was going to show ladies how they could do it too. I wanted to be that girl that everybody was like, my God, she made it. And that was my life for 13 whole years. I'm going to be real, the first 7, I loved it. I absolutely loved it and I was killing it. I went in it as a professional grade, which is kind of like the bottom of the bottom, and I made it all the way up to a vice president in this company. Like for me, I was killing it. I was absolutely killing it, And then what happened one weekend is I was working. I had to work weekends because I was in technology, so we had to do our deployments and implementations over the weekend. And of this one weekend, I'd started work at 7 a.m. on the Friday. I finished working at about 4 o'clock in the morning on the Saturday. I got a couple of hours sleep, I had to get up. I worked 36 hours of a 48-hour weekend. Then I was back in the office at 7 a.m. on Monday morning and I didn't leave till midnight. And that was my breaking point. That was the point where my fiance said, enough's enough, I'm done here. I'm checking out, Lucy. Your work is more important than me. And I still didn't get it. I was like, okay, whatever. I was gutted. Don't get me wrong, I was gutted. But I was like, okay, well, I can't change somebody else's opinion. All I can do is change myself. But I didn't see anything wrong with me right then. What I did realise was that I was working too much. I decided at that point that I was going to put boundaries in place. But I didn't. Let's be real about it, guys. An extra £20,000 came in and, you know what happens. I was blindsided by the money. I was blindsided by the things. I was blindsided by the houses and the cars and the holidays that I could go on. So the drinking, the partying, the self-sabotage is what I call it these days. You know, I used to self-sabotage. I thought I was happy. I was avoiding every single sign. From 22 years of age, my body started packing up. When I was in the mix of my main promotions between 25 and 35, my body started to give up. My body said to me, Lucy, you got to stop. But did I listen? Does anybody listen? Any of you guys that want a nap, or any of you ladies or gents that just need anything in your life right now, you know, the questions that we went back to at the beginning about being tired and, you know, not having the energy to get up and just wanting that nap. Are you listening to those signs? Because I didn't. I had no intention of listening to what my body was doing. My body was giving me every sign. It gave me hormone issues. I suffered really badly with fibroids. So I would bleed constantly. I would get tonsillitis, chest infections, laryngitis, bronchitis, you name it. I would get all of the itis bugs, but in this area. On top of that, my hair would fall out with stress. I had an underactive thyroid. I was carrying about 8 kilos over what I am today, although I've been eating a lot, so probably not 8 kilos. You know, I was just inflamed. My body was hurting. My digestion was hideous. I was in hospital every single month, having a colonoscopy, an endoscopy, a barium meal, like whatever. Every single month I was in hospital having something done. I was told I had a bacteria in my stomach that was killing all of my gut flora. I was told that I had a hernia in my chest that I would, unless I had the operation, I would never recover from. I was told that all of this stuff in my stomach would never go away. And I kept on going. And I kept on going. And I kept striving for the next thing. And I kept looking to the next holiday. And I kept distracting myself constantly. Constant. Right, what's the next thing I could do? How can I do this? How can I do that? Not stopping and saying to myself, oh my goodness, there's a bird literally here just looking at me. How funny. Assisi is back, for those of you that know me. Every single time I used to get sick, I just used to go and pop a pill. I would never stop. Can anybody resonate with the fact that they went to the office even when they were sick? Even when there were massive white spots on the tonsils, they still continued to go to the office? That was this girl here, stood in front of you. That was me. I need to be really real with you guys, because most of you have got to know me in the last year, 2 years, 3 years. So many people have got to know me, like a lot of my followers are from the last few years. And you missed all of this stuff before. I was broken. I was angry. I was aggressive. I was upset. I would take everything so personally. I would react like that. And I used to put it down, oh, it's just my hormones playing up. No, it wasn't. It was my soul saying, you're not happy. You're not living life true to your purpose. Like, wake up. And then one day, riddled with sickness and disease, you know, I was on levothyroxine for my underactive thyroid. I was on 100 milligrams a day. I was taking something called Nexium, and oh wow, glandular fever, yeah, powerful. They thought I had that once too, and you know, like I can't even imagine. However, I will come to actually what that means in a little bit, Michelle. If I forget, message again and I'll answer it. So for me, it was very much this part of me. My thyroid, like I said, I was on levothyroxine, 100 milligrams a day. I was taking Nexium, or omeprazole is another example of that, which is basically, it goes in, it's like an antacid kind of thing. It basically neutralizes your stomach acid. I was on 2 of those every single day. I was also on medication for the constant bleeding that I had. There was a combination of 2 drugs that they gave me to make sure that my blood flow just wasn't as constant as it should be. On top of that, I was taking the pill. On top of that, if I ever got sick and I had to take antibiotics, I would take that. I was a walking chemist. Anyone else thought that was normal? Because I used to think that was normal. I thought nothing to going into hospital and having a quick operation. I thought nothing of it. I had to have my hand rebuilt. I thought nothing of it at all. I had to go in and have all of these endoscopies and colonoscopies. I thought nothing of it at all. I used to have my fibroids be cut out. I've had 4 operations on my fibroids where they go up into my womb, I'm very lucky, and they cut everything out that was inside of my womb. I thought that was normal. Oh wow, something goes on, I'll just go and fix it. I'll just go and get the doctors to fix it. And because I had private healthcare with my work, of course, yeah, just fill your boots, go and cut me away and do this and do that. If that is you right now, if that is the life that you are leading right now, please know your body is telling you to stop and listen. So my breaking point, the point of no return for me, I will never forget it. I walked into the office in May 2014. I'd just got back from a trip to the Galapagos Islands and Ecuador in South America. I walked into my office, I sat down, and on this particular day, like I'd been back a few days, so it wasn't like holiday blues going on. I may have even been back a week or 2. I walked into my office on this day, I sat down and I was around exactly the same people as I always was. Some of them are my best friends, even still now, so please bear that in mind when I say this. And I just sat there and it was like nails down a blackboard. Has anybody ever reached that point where it's nails down a blackboard, or you just want to stand up and scream? Maybe you want to run away. Maybe you just want to pack your things and run away from your home. Let me know if anybody has ever felt like that, because that was me. That was me to a T. That day I walked in, the nails were going down the blackboard. I had my head in my hands. I literally had my head in my hands on my desk. And then it snapped. And I sat there at my desk and I wrote my letter of resignation. And I skipped into my boss's office, I slid it across the table, and I even put it in a work envelope. So I put it in a work envelope. I'm like, yeah, I've just written this on work paper in work time, and I'm going to give this to you right now on an envelope. And my boss looked at it and he said, Lucy, what's this? And I said to him, yeah, I'm just going to leave that with you, and went to skip out the door. He opened it and he was like, whoa, what's going on? Now, at this time, I was a director of an investment bank. I was a director. I was 2 promotions away from where I wanted to be. Executive director, managing director. I was almost there. I was in line for my executive director. And this guy said to me, what on earth is going on here? What's happened to you, Lucy? And I just said to him, if I don't leave right now, I fear what I'm going to do. I fear what is going to happen to me. What do you think his response was, guys? What do you think my boss's response was? And this guy was like a dad to me, just so you know. He literally took me in like I was his own. And he said to me, clearly you're having a breakdown. I need to get you some help. Take all the time you need. Take a sabbatical. You do not need to give up your job. And I looked at him and I said, I think you're missing the point. I actually feel better doing this than I've ever felt in my life. And I'm going to be real with you guys. For the next 4 hours, I was pulled into meeting after meeting after meeting to convince me that I had to stay. To convince me that I was an amazing project manager. I knew that. I didn't need to be told that. Like, I used to be able to get stuff done. I don't know how, I just used to be able to do it. I used to be able to stand up and have conversations with really senior people and CEOs and all the rest of it, and not even get nervous about it. But this guy that was sat in front of me, who I trusted completely with my work and with my career, was telling me that I was crazy. I then called my mum. I mean, who doesn't call their mum? When they make a decision or when shit goes down, who doesn't call their mum? I still call my mum now at 40. Now, I call my mum and my mum thinks I need to be sectioned. My mum spouted off to me saying, Lucy, you earn a 6-figure salary, you've got houses, you've got cars, you've got commitments, like, what are you doing? You're 35 years of age, what are you doing? Anyone else ever had that? Somebody's just gone, get back in your box. Like, literally just shut you down immediately and said, get back in your box. Because that's where I was. The guy that I really trusted with my career was telling me I was going crazy. My mum, she's my confidant, you know, I love my mum so much. And she's telling me I need to be sectioned. And that's when the magic happened. I actually said to my mum, do you know what? I appreciate where you're coming from. I appreciate for you, this must be really difficult, but unless I do this, I don't know what's going to happen to me. And I said that with such a level of vulnerability that she just let it go. She didn't agree with me, but she just let it go. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I think if I had stayed in that office for an extra year or 2 years, I probably would have ended up doing something crazy, or I probably would have ended up killing myself. And I want to be really real with you. I didn't like myself back then. I was partying every weekend. I was surrounded by people that were not filling my cup up. I wasn't filling my cup up. I was completely sabotaging myself. And guys, I don't know if you get this or not. A lot of people blame other people. Oh, well, if my partner didn't do that. Or, oh, well, if my friend didn't do that. No, the only person allowing any of this to you is you. That's why my brand is called the Self-Love Club. It's not about anything twisted or anything untoward. It's about saying, hey, do you know what? I am worth it. Now, before I go on, is anybody feeling like this now? Is anybody in a space where they are, they're pretty dark right now? They're really in a point of, unless something changes, I need to do something about it. Like, I'm going to explode. Maybe you're losing your shit at your children. Maybe you are really in a space like that. Okay, cool. Thanks for being honest. What I really need you to do over the course of the rest of this Facebook Live is really step into a space of true honesty with you. I have been in the shoes where you are right now. All of you will be sat there going, oh yeah, that's 5 years ago. Let me tell you, it's so raw with me. It is so raw with me. And I appreciate the steps that I took, quitting my job, having to sit there for 3 months and go through this cycle of, I've made the right decision, I've made the wrong decision, oh my God, what am I doing? How am I ever going to get another job? What if? Because the mind starts ticking, right? The mind starts ticking. I was a 35-year-old woman that had all of the stuff, the Louboutins, the handbags, you name it, I had it. And I was ready to go, don't want any of it. I was willing to give up a 6-figure salary for something that I didn't even know what it was. But the months preceding this, I had been saying to my mum constantly, there's got to be more to life than this. There's got to be more to life than this. There's got to be more to life than this. Constant. And the answer is yes, there is so much more to life. There are so many gifts that you have. Every single one of us, whether we like it or not, goes through stuff. Maybe it's physically, like me physically, my physical health was stripped from me. Absolutely stripped from me. Every single thing. And I don't question that had I not got out of my job when I did, I probably would have had a heart attack. I probably would have overdosed on drugs. I probably would have ended up drowning on alcohol or something like that. I want to be real with you guys. My health was stripped from me. Because I wasn't living life true to my purpose. I wasn't treating me the way that I deserved to be treated. Elaine, I love that you've brought that up about sudden trauma. I'm actually going to come back to trauma in a little bit, if that's okay with you. If I forget, like I say, because I do tend to go off on tangents, if I forget, please just message again, because I do want to cover that off. I've been through a lot of trauma in my life, and we use that as a bit of an excuse to stop loving ourselves. And I say that with a lot of love. I've done it myself. The reason this journey started for me was I lost my granddad, 2013, and I saw Laura White jump on. I don't know if she's still on, but I was in Dubai right here now. The irony. I was here in Dubai with Laura White and a few other friends at the Sheraton Hotel, which is just over here, when I got the phone call to say that my granddad had 12 weeks to live. Watching him die, he died holding my hand, was hideous. He was like my dad. He was like my dad. I was 34 years of age. He was like my dad. I hadn't had a relationship with my dad for a number of years. And I will never forget that phone call. I feel really emotional talking about it now. I'll never forget that phone call. It absolutely destroyed me. And I'm going to be real with you guys. As soon as I got back, oh, hey Laura, thanks for jumping on, beautiful. I never forget what happened when I got back. I got back to the UK within 2 weeks. I was working from home in Bournemouth. I was staying at my friend Ross's house, and literally I was travelling up and back from Bournemouth to London every single day, or as many times during the week as I could physically get away with. In the last couple of weeks of his life, I was there constantly because I didn't know when he was going to go. That trauma completely sent me in a spin for 6 months. For 6 months. It totally, from the day that he died, and again, it's his anniversary coming up very, very soon in the next couple of weeks. God rest his soul. And like, I clung on to that for such a long time. And you might sit there and be like, oh yeah, okay, well, your granddad was a decent age, you know, he'd had a good life, he'd done this, he'd done that. But I've also had it with my 5-year-old nephew. My 5-year-old nephew was hit by a car and killed, crossing the road holding his dad's hand. That's less than 2 years ago. The levels of trauma that I've had leading up to my self-love journey and the other side of it, since I've started self-love, I've got to be honest with you, the trauma has been a lot heavier, but I've been able to deal with it a lot better. And this is what I want to give you guys. I want to give you guys the tools, the ability, the love for you to be able to go and empower yourself to get through these traumatic times. Because can I be really honest with you? I want to be really, really honest with you guys. Stuff is gonna go down. Can we all agree on that? We could be multi-billionaires living the life of our dreams. We're still gonna have stuff go on. We really are. People are gonna die. People are gonna leave us. People are gonna hurt us. What we need to do with self-love is empower ourselves to be that person that when it happens, know that it's not you. Know that it's not your victim story. So who's got their checklist? Who's got their checklist in front of them? Because I'm going to start asking a few little questions about this checklist. Please know the first step of falling in love with you is treating you the right way. Can I get some likes and loves on that, please? Give me some likes and loves. If, you know, we have to treat our physical body well for us to be able to step into the space of anything. I'm going to be honest with you guys before I go into the checklist. A little tangent, as I always do. I returned from a trip to... So I went travelling. When I had my burnout, I went travelling, and I travelled for 14 months. I travelled literally from one side of the world to the other. I did lots of things, lots of cool stuff, distracted myself a lot, did loads of other bits and pieces. You know, I went diving, I went partying, I did this, I did that. When I got home from my 14 months away, that was when I made the commitment. That's when I set up Activate You. So Activate You is like the umbrella company above Self-Love Club. Activate You is my baby. I set it up to be an accountability buddy for me, like all of those years ago. It was October 2015 when I set that up. And it was just an accountability buddy. It was just an accountability buddy. I had no intention of setting up a business, but what I did, the reason I did it is because I wanted to be held accountable by my friends and my family to stay on the journey, to exercise, to eat well, to drink plenty of water, to do all of the things that I had figured out whilst I was away traveling that my body needed to thrive. All of the stuff that I'd forgotten about. Now, what I've basically done is I've created the Self-Love Club. I've created all of these different webinars and seminars so that it's a different variation on what I've basically done. Obviously, I can't take you in 1 hour webinar through every single step of the journey. I can take you through a portion of it, you can go away, you can implement it, perfect. You know, I can give you more value at one of the evening seminars, I can give you more value on one of the retreats. So, what I've done here with this checklist is basically give you a little bit of a heads up as to what you can start to do today, not tomorrow, today, which is really, really, really important. So the first thing that I identified when I was in all these hot countries that was, actually, I'd forgotten to drink water. Can any of you guys resonate with this? I know I sent this out a little while ago, and at the bottom, I don't know if you've seen it, but there was some top tips on there. One of the top tips is you need to be drinking 1 litre of water for every 22 kilos you weigh. So if you are 88 kilos, that's 4 litres. If you are 66, you need at least 3. I want you to be absolutely on top of this stuff. The first thing that you can implement today is drinking water. I go into much more details about what water you should be drinking and all the rest of it at my seminars, okay? Because there are certain waters that we should be drinking. There are certain things that we should be doing more of. You know, there are certain ways that we can balance our pH levels out through our water. First and foremost, guys, if you are not drinking water, you're going to have bad skin. Your hair, your nails, every single thing. I know, I'm talking about this and I don't even have water with me. How funny. I'm proud of you, Jenny. I'm really proud of you. So, you know, let's get back to that. First and foremost, let's drink plenty of water. All you need to do is map out how much you weigh. I know we don't like to get on the scales, girls. Pop it in kilos, 22 kilos, 1 litre. If you're sat there thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be on the toilet all day, front load it. That's what I do. I front load my day. A couple of days ago, because obviously it's so hot here in Dubai, I am drinking a lot more than what I weigh. I weigh about 60 kilos at the moment because I put on a bit. But, you know, I'm drinking at least 4 litres a day, at least 4 litres. So the other morning, a couple of days ago, I drank 3.5 litres before midday. I find it easy because I do intermittent fasting. That works well for my body. Again, another topic that I talk about at my retreats. So, first and foremost, who is going to be committed to drinking more water? Anyone want to share how much they drink today? Anyone want to be really vulnerable and say, hey, do you know what? All I drink is tea or coffee or whatever. When I'm talking water, guys, it's water. It's not herbal tea. It's not juice or squash or whatever, any of those things loaded with sugar. It has to be water. It has to be water. Good old-fashioned water. Please avoid the tap water, guys. This journey of self-love is very much about us connecting to our purpose, connecting to our divine, whatever that looks like to us. If you're drinking tap water, it's loaded with fluoride, chlorine and all that stuff. So just be very careful. Bottled water is the way forwards. Highland Spring is probably one of the better ones on the market. So please make sure that you are doing that. So anyone want to tell me what exercise they do? Anyone want to be really honest? Awesome, Jane. I'm so proud of you. Action, girls. This is what we want. Action, action, action. Okay. What exercise? Michelle, you need to be drinking water. You absolutely need to be drinking more water, honey. Remember, you've got to be nourishing your body really properly at the moment. So that there will change the whole dynamic of the way you feel. Simple as it sounds, guys. Drink more water, and I swear to God, you are going to feel better just by making that one change. So the rest of the 6 that I'm about to give you, you can forget about them if you want to. I wouldn't personally, but if I was you, that's what I would be doing. So tell me, what exercise do you do every single day? So Maxine is walking every morning and doing squats daily. Love that. Louise, I love the fact that you have upped your water, lady. Congratulations, well done. So for me personally, I run as often as I possibly can. I go running here in the early morning. Back in the UK, it was a little bit cold for me, so I went to the gym and did some running and stuff. I also do a lot of Muay Thai. For anyone that doesn't know, that's Thai boxing. I love it. It's my passion. It helps me release all of my power. It helps me when I'm doing energy work with people and I'm consuming it. It helps me get it out of me. I love high impact sport. I also every single morning do yoga. I also every single morning do walking. I do my rituals and then I go off for a big long walk. Why? Because it cements it into my brain. It cements it into every single cell in my body. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, please make sure you are doing a variety of exercise. It will change the dynamic of your body. Moving, whether you believe it or not, is an essential for a human being. Absolute essential. So, where is your energy at in the morning? Are you energized in the morning? Are you tired in the morning? Are you a bit better in the afternoon? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel throughout the day? Like, where are your peaks? Where do you feel the best? I know for me, I love the mornings. I love the mornings. I'm so energized. I am absolutely on point. I'm getting all of my downloads. I'm firing on all cylinders. I get to 10 o'clock at night and I'm so ready to sleep. So ready to sleep. I'm not exhausted. I'm not like, oh my God, dragging myself to 10 p.m. What I'm doing is I'm thriving till 10 p.m. I'm absolutely thriving because I've wired my brain. I've done all of the things that I need to do every single day. Now, used to be totally exhausted, now you feel best in the morning. That's because you've done some sessions with me. I'm proud of you. So, it's really important. It's so important that we are consistent. Consistency is absolutely vital. Can anybody give me some likes and loves if you think consistency is really important for life? And I'm not talking about your health, I'm talking about everything. Consistently not show up for your relationship, your partner's going to leave you. Consistently not tidy your house, you're going to have all of this brain fog going on. You're going to feel trapped. You're going to be all over the place. You know? Don't show up for you every single day, and you are not going to thrive. You're not going to thrive ever unless you are consistent daily. You have to be consistent drinking the 3-4 litres of water, whatever you need to have. You have to be consistent telling people that you love them. Make that person you. Every single damn day I wake up and I'm like, you are amazing. You are incredible. You are healthy. You are beautiful. I am whatever. Consistency of showing up for you is vital. Absolutely vital. There is too many of us that say really bad things to ourselves. Too many of us think really bad things. It's constant. We give ourselves a hard time. We're expecting our body to thrive and we're not even giving it what it needs. Guys, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but we are literally 95% the same DNA as fruits and vegetables. We are about 98% the same as the seawater. We are salt and water. That is what we are. We are energy. We are nature. And we're not giving ourselves those essentials. Please know, by kicking your shoes off and going popping your feet in the sea, the dynamic in your body will shift. Getting outside, walking around, perhaps not in Dubai because you'll burn your feet, but walking around barefoot, it connects you to Mother Nature. Drinking enough water to activate your organs. It's basic stuff that we've all forgotten about because we're busy. We've got children, we've got a partner, we've got a demanding life, we're running businesses, we've got to go to work, we've got to be on time, we've got to show up, we've got to look pretty, we've got to do our makeup, we've got to do our hair, we've got to go get our nails done, we've got to go get our eyelashes done, we've got to have Botox, we've got to have fillers, we've got to have all of this stuff. And we are focusing on the areas of life which are not actually what we are supposed to be doing. For any of you guys on my personal social media, I was really honest this morning. Yesterday I had a day where I had a wobble. So I went inwards. I sat in peace. I shut my phone off. I stayed away from people. I didn't go to my commitments. I went inwards and I tried to understand, and I don't use that word very often, the word try. I do not like it. I tried to understand what was going on. What I didn't realise is that I was actually feeling some energetics from other people, which is absolutely fine. But I was also going through a space of a little bit of self-sabotage. Why do people need to hear my message? I mean, they've been hearing it for ages, like a couple of years now, but why do they want to hear it? Like, who really wants to hear this shit? And this is me. So remember, when you're going through those times, be gentle with yourself. Remember, what you do consistently every single day, and I'm going to be real with you, the day before I had my wobble, I had a couple of glasses of champagne. I was celebrating a win with one of my friends who lives here. I had a couple of glasses of champagne. There is no surprise that the next day I'm having a wobble. No surprise. I'm so sensitive to people's energies. I didn't know some stuff that was going on, but I was consuming it, not knowing it. Like, be really real with yourself, guys. I'm not saying give up alcohol. I'm not saying anything. I want you to be firing on all cylinders. I want you to be your best version. Consistency is the way that you're going to do that. Show up and drink the water. Get some movement going. Be consistent with those things. You're going to be sweet. The rest of what I'm going to tell you, we're going to be going a little bit deeper now, guys. Okay? So I hope you're ready for this. When was the last time, and I saw somebody mention the word declutter. When was the last time you had a friend detoxification? When was the last time you cleansed your social media? When was the last time you actually looked at the people around you, whether it be your friends or your family, your work colleagues or anything, and actually thought, okay, right, I need to just filter this a little bit more? So many people forget. So many people forget that we have this button called unfollow. We have this button called block. We have all of the tools available to us, but do we use it? Nah, why would we do that? Protect yourself. I do it constantly. You guys know I run 3 businesses. The last thing I want to be doing is seeing shit about my businesses all day, every day. I unfollow people. Think about it. If you're seeing something continually come up that's raising something in you, unfollow it. It's as important for your health as eating the right food, drinking the right amount of water, doing the exercise, getting out in the sunshine. Think about it. People will project onto you. You know me, Max. I love to be doing some healing work in my sleep. You know what I'm like. Think about it. If somebody starts slating you, and I had this conversation with somebody yesterday, they were like, oh my goodness, my brother doesn't support me. And I'm like, okay, cool, unfollow him. Kick him off of your Facebook. Don't worry about it. He knows you love him. Send him love every single day. Doesn't mean he needs to be on your social media. I have the same with my sister. I know my sister loves me very dearly, but I have her on my social media. I don't need it. Empower yourself, guys. Empower yourself to know that you are the ruler of your destiny. We sit in this space of, oh my God, this person's being so mean to me. So stop speaking with them. Unfollow them, unfriend them. Take a step back. It's really interesting. A few people recently have said to me, oh my goodness, Lucy, the amount that you're out there, you must get so much negativity. And I'm like, no. I've had one person in the last year be negative about me. One. I'm probably going to, whenever I talk something, it happens, so I'm probably going to get another one now. But I've had one person be negative about what I'm sharing. And the reason she had a go at me and she launched at me was because I wasn't giving her what she needed. I wasn't physically able to give her the one-on-one time that she wanted. I said to her about turning up to my seminars or my retreats or anything like that. She wasn't interested in it. She wanted me to be at the end of the phone at her beck and call, and I can't be that person, and I know you guys get this, which is why you show up to this stuff. So I blocked her, and there's been no communication since, because I'm not going to have that in my life. I made that decision. I could either smooth things over and give her what she wanted, but that physically wouldn't serve me, so I've learned to put boundaries in place. Boundaries do not mean being a bitch. Sorry for the bad language. Doesn't mean you're being a bitch. It actually means you're preserving you. You are looking after yourself. You are putting you first. That's not selfish. It is absolutely essential. I told my body conscious daughter to unfollow some people on Insta. They're all perfect on Insta. Right. I love the fact that you've brought that up, Sally, right? Instagram is filters. The reason people have such amazing photos on Instagram is they are either a photographer or they use a filter. Please empower your kids. I shared a video yesterday on my private page. please go ask your children to watch this video. Go scroll through my page. It's probably 3 or 4 posts ago. Literally, there's a video and it's all about people comparing. Please share it with everybody that you know and love. I empower you guys to do that. So whilst I was just talking about my seminars and retreats, I just want to give you a quick intro into where I'm going to be over the next couple of days before I carry on. Couple of months. I'm actually traveling the world at the moment. I'm currently in Dubai. I then go to Thailand. I then go to Australia. I go on to Bali. I'm going to be, very likely, I'm going to be back in America as well and a little bit in Europe. So I want you guys to know, wherever you are around the world, please come and connect with me. Please, please, please. I'm going to be in Australia in June. I'm going to be doing what I call the Self-Love Club Hangs. This is an evening to remember. It will literally unpick you, unwire you, disconnect you from your story and send you off on the biggest self-love journey that you possibly could go on. Like, this is all great stuff, but it's a totally different dynamic when you're in the same room with me. In early September, I am going to be running a retreat in Bali. So there's the Self-Love Club retreat in Bali. So Bali is where my home, I love it. It's where my heart is. It's where I'm passionate about. It's where I connect. It's where I go to relax. It's where I go to, just basically be me, away from all of this stuff. 28th of September. Now this is a biggie, guys. This is a really, really big one. 28th of September, back in my home, the UK, in Surrey, I am going to be running Self-Love Kids Club. I am going to be running Self-Love Club for children. Why am I going to be running Self-Love Club for children? Self-Love Club for children. I can help all of the adults. I can get you guys on social media. I can do whatever I can. There are kids that are coming through to this world right now who are absolutely woke. They're here to send you guys, teach you guys, show you guys stuff. They are absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing people, but they're self-sabotaging because people are abusing them. And I don't mean like physically abusing them, I mean at school they get bullied. They get told that they're fat, or they get told that they're this, or they get told that they're weird. That is why I'm doing this for kids, because like I say, I can get to the parents easy. I can help you guys start to rewire yourself. For me, I need to help the kids get there too. It's an absolutely huge part of my mission. For anybody that follows me, I absolutely know that you guys know the mission that I'm on. It's not just about adults, it's about women, it's about men, it's about children, it's about the planet. It's about getting the dynamic of love back on this world. Because come on, we've forgotten about it, right? We really have. So whilst I'm back in my home country of the UK, I am going to be running Self-Love Club Hangs all the way from Scotland to Ireland to England to Wales to the whole of the United Kingdom. So please keep an eye open for those dates. The dates are on my website, which is www.activateyou.co.uk/events. I will pop it in here afterwards. And the last thing that I will be doing in 2019, she says, I always say this and then end up doing more, I've got a retreat in Glastonbury, which is the heart chakra of the world. Where else would you want to be learning self-love than in the most spiritual place in the world for love? So that's where I am going to be over the course of the next few months. I am very likely going to be doing something in America or Europe between the end of June and September. Very, very, very likely. So please keep watching this space. At the moment, it's not locked in. So, just keep watching, guys, because if I am somewhere near you, please just come along. Yeah, we have a great time. We have such a great time. Sometimes we dance, sometimes we cry. Sometimes all of these different things happen when we're in a room. We have people that have breakthroughs and epiphanies, and I've had people that have told me there's no way I'm going to change, and they leave and they are a completely different person. So, I'm very, very blessed to have these gifts that were given to me at birth. My girls love you. I'm surprised Darcy hasn't come to me. Oh, bless. Oh, we'll tell her I love her too. Lots of love to you, Darcy. Bless, that's so cute. Right, so I want to go back to our checklist, guys. I just want to step back there if that's okay with you. So the next thing, what do you call yourself when you get angry or if something goes wrong? Now, I'm going to be really real with you. This morning, I had forgotten to do something. And I had to go downstairs, I'm up 16 floors, I had to go downstairs, I had to run over to the shop, and it was literally like 20 minutes before this. And basically, I'm trying to get in the lift. Again, I've used that word, trying to get in the lift. One lift is completely shut off because people are moving. Another lift is broken. So there's one lift for 37 floors in this building that I'm in. And I'm stood there waiting for like 5-10 minutes. And I went, oh, you're so stupid sometimes. So stupid sometimes. And I caught myself and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, you're never stupid. Could you have planned this better? Absolutely. Could you have walked down the stairs? Absolutely. Would have taken a long time, but I could have done it. You're never stupid. So if you are an idiot, or if you call yourself something even worse, which clearly Donna does, you know, I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with that. We need to be empowering ourselves to say, hey, it's okay for things to go wrong. I am amazing. I am beautiful. This is exactly the way that it was intended to work out. Idiot, stupid, bitch, cow, whatever. Like, think about it. Every time you speak those words, you are programming that that's how you feel. Imagine sitting there telling yourself you're fat every single day. Oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh my God, I'm so fat. What happens? Comes straight to you. Everything you speak, you are asking for in return. And this is where it goes a bit woo-woo. This is where at the retreats and the seminar, I go off on a complete tangent, because for me, I work with people on their energetics. I can look at people and see what disease they've got in their body. I can see exactly how I need to fix people. I can't fix anybody, just so you know. All I can do is show you guys the way to do it, and you can go heal yourself. Do I have some gifts? Absolutely I do. I'm very, very blessed for them. I'm so grateful for them. Do you guys have gifts? Abso-freaking-lutely. And this is the thing that I need you guys to realise. I'm not just some Wonder Woman that's living this life and creating all this cool stuff. No. All I've done is go on one hell of a journey over the last 5 years, and I've fallen so heavily in love with myself that no matter if somebody turns around and tells me I've got a fat ass, I'd be like, well, stop looking then. You know, that's the space where I am right now. But do you know what? Because I love myself so much, I never get bad feedback. Do people, you know, do I believe that people are going to do things when they say it? Absolutely. Why? Because if I say something, I'm going to do it. Is that bad judgment on me when somebody doesn't do it and it stings a little bit? No, it's just my ego. Doesn't mean I'm going to then turn around and be like, right, I'm not going to do something for that person. Quite the contrary. That person needs love. If people say they're going to do something for you and they don't, that's them, not you. It's the relationship they have with themselves, not you. Please know that, guys. And this is where we go really deep in the seminars and the retreats. We go really, really deep. When was the last time you just stopped and breathed? When was the last time you actually just stopped? Maybe your kids are getting on your nerves. Maybe your partner's like, where's my dinner? Maybe work's on your case. And you just, When you get to that point of, nobody teaches us to breathe. I need you guys to realise you are a soul living a human existence. It's not the other way around. Your soul keeps you alive every single day. She or he breathes for you, pumps your blood for you, beats your heart for you. Whenever something goes wrong with you, it's your soul saying, hey, listen. You're not on your divine purpose. You're not on your path. You're not doing what you need to be doing. But do we listen? Nope. We go back to the beginning of this webinar. Go straight back to the beginning. Nah, I'm not going to listen to that. Nah, I just need to take a pill for that. My hair falls out all the time. Ah, it's normal. Yeah, that's normal. It's not normal. You lose your voice. You have to take antibiotics every month. It's not normal. You're tired all the time. It's not normal. Your soul is saying, hey, please listen to me. Quickest, easiest way, breathe. Why do you think everybody thinks smoking keeps them calm? You breathe. Nothing to do with the nicotine. You breathe. The next time you want to lose your shit, breathe. The next time you get that feeling rising inside of you, breathe. The next time you don't get your way, breathe. There is no special way to breathe. Yes, I teach you breathing exercises at seminars and retreats. Of course I do. However, all you need to do is breathe. Remember, when you're holding your breath, all you're going to do is breathe. Breathe. Go for a walk. Breathe. Who is prepared to share their last thing about the complete these sentences? I can't, I'll try to. I'm going to share it. If anyone else wants to share theirs whilst they're on here, please do. Complete these sentences. So 5 years ago, I can't lose weight. I'll try to exercise more. Did I? Nope. I told myself literally 2 or 3 years ago, I'm no healer. I'm no healer. I'm no healer. Hello. The healing that I've done with some people in the last 12 months has blown my own mind. Our language that we use for ourselves is hideous. Our language that we use for us is absolutely hideous, and it needs to stop. Like I said back at the beginning, I tell myself every morning, I am amazing, I am beautiful, I am healthy, I am loving. I might have had a really shit day like I did yesterday, and I still wake up and I'm like, you're amazing. I love you. I am loving, I'm healthy, I'm a healer. Use of language is absolutely vital. Vital. If you're telling yourself that you're a silly cow every single day, do you know what's going to happen? That's what you're going to believe. Do you know if you're telling yourself every single day, I'm too old? I think Donna's just put that. I'm too old. Do you know what? You're going to be too old. Do you know what? If you wake up and you tell yourself, oh my God, I'm exhausted. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. You're going to be exhausted. Is this making sense to you guys? I hope this is making sense to you, because as soon as, and welcome to what we do at Self Love Club Hangs, babe. You know, unfortunately or fortunately, most of the room end up in tears at Self Love Club Hangs because we go so deep. I'm glad it's cleansing. Crying is cleansing. If you need to cry, please let it out. It's so cleansing for you. It's so good for you to release these emotions. Tears are just emotions running down your face. Sometimes they're happy, sometimes they're sad. The beauty of what I do when you guys are in the room with me is I can really help you step through. It's great. I know Michelle's been following me a little while, and she didn't like me when she started following me. She didn't. She's been really honest about it. She said, I didn't like you. There was something in you that I just did not like. Why? Because her soul knew I was going to crack her open. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Like, for me, that's not bad feedback. For me, that's really super honest, and I know what journey we're going to go on. The fact that she's watching me on Facebook Lives and she's starting to get cracked open, I'm doing what I'm here to do. I don't want to make people cry. I want to make people love themselves. I want to make people feel so empowered with them, with whatever their mission is on this planet, that they connect to it and they go do it. Because do you know what? This isn't the Lucy Love Show. This isn't just about self-love. Every single one of us has a purpose hidden deep within us. Deep, deep, deep within us. Everyone. And I really believe that. Do I believe there's dark in the world? Absolutely there is dark in the world. Do I believe that everybody's a good person? Absolutely I do. I believe that people get mislaid, they get, mistreated, they go down a path, some dark energy jumps in, and unless they resolve it, yeah, I agree. I do think that there is darkness in this world. However, the only way we're going to change that darkness is by loving. By loving so much, us, starting with us. If I know, I'm going to give you an example quickly. My mum, when I told her, oh mum, you've got to put yourself first, go and have a manicure, go tell yourself how amazing you are. She was like, oh my God, it's so selfish. Do you know what? That was 3 years ago she told me it was selfish. Now she tells me it's essential. How has she gone from that to that? She's watched me. My mum and dad did not speak for 25 years. 25 years. My dad physically watched me healing. My mum physically watched me healing. What happened? I brought my family back together. They're never going to be best mates. They're never going to call each other every single day. But I now know when I get married, my family can be in the same room without killing each other. That's the power of this journey. That's what people don't talk about. People think, oh yeah, it's just about me. It's all about me. It's all about me. No, it's not. By you showing up in the world, I just look at my business. I look at my business and I watch the number of people that show up in this world now that didn't a year ago, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Just because they've watched me go on this journey. Imagine how good that feels. Imagine how empowering it is to know that even if a couple of you leave this live and you go implement 1 or 2 things, I know your life is going to change forever. If you stick with it, it will change forever. I hope you guys are getting this. I hope you guys know what could happen, if you make these tiny little changes to yourself. Get in a room with me at the seminar or the retreat, and let me tell you, a lot of your stuff, a lot of your stories that you've been clinging on to will no longer be your stories. Guys, you absolutely deserve to be where I am. You absolutely deserve to feel in a place of inner peace. Like, hit the like and love button if you want to feel inner peace, because that's what I get. Yesterday I had a wobble. I was still very peaceful. I went inwards, I did my meditation, I did everything that I needed to do. So guys, despite what we are led to believe, it's not normal to walk in a room and forget what we've gone in there for. Brain fog, regardless of age, time, place, is not normal. It's not normal. There are some things that I can help you with dietary. If you want to ping me a message, if you suffer with brain fog, please feel free to drop me a message after this. Let me know that you've been on this webinar and I'll happily help you with some dietary things that you can do for brain fog. But for everybody else, I want you to do this one thing before I call it a day. Every single day from this day to the end of your life, put your head in between your legs for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That's all I'm asking you for. Just sit with your head upside down in between your legs. I mean, if you're like me, go to my stories from today. I do headstands, I do handstands, everything like that. Why? Because I want the blood in my brain. If you suffer with brain fog, please try this tip. And this is my last tip of the day. Sit with your head in between your legs for 30 seconds every single day. Let me know how you feel in a week. Let me know how you feel in a month. Let me know how you feel in a year. You do that every single day. Let me tell you, your life is going to change. Guys, it has been amazing. Thank you so much for your time. I've got no idea, because I'm on my phone, I've got no idea how long this has been. I've got absolutely no clue. And with regards to exactly what I said, Jenny, it gives blood to the brain. By putting your head upside down, it gives blood to the brain, which is absolutely what we need. There are not enough of us pumping blood into our brain. This is where we, get a lot of the brain diseases, okay? This is where a lot of our stuff goes on. So please, please, please just empower that. Guys, you are so welcome. I'm going to pop the link to my website below here. If you want to get signed up to one of the seminars, one of the retreats or anything like that, hop on the website, book your tickets. I am really grateful to each and every one of you for showing up. Thank you for giving me your Saturday. I really appreciate it. Now, I hope you guys can go and enjoy your day. And from my heart to yours, thank you so much for your time. Lots of love, everybody. Thank you.